Well, we want you to know that there are several state prisons in Arizona who are now on, or they are now on lockdown through the weekend, according to the Department of Corrections. Visits were canceled at multiple units in prisons across the state, so all visitations have been suspended through Easter Sunday. It's still not quite clear what caused the emergency action.
We continue to see the affirmations of love.
Yes.
The cheek to cheek and loin to loin.
Yes.
Did you look at those two records to see if there was any calls or text messages between Chad Daybell's phone and Lori Vallow's phone after Charles was shot on July 11th?
Yes.
Was there a phone call between those two phones, Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow, on July 11th at 12:39 p.m.?
Yes, there was.
That lasted about 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Correct.
So that would have been after Lori Vallow was interviewed by the police and brought back to the residence.
Correct.
Was there no other phone call on July 11th of 2019 from Chad Daybell's phone to Lori Vallow's phone at 2:28 p.m. that lasted a little over 11 minutes?
Yes.
And again, we continue to see the affirmations of love,
Yes.
the cheek to cheek and loin to loin.
Yes.
Again, more conversations both of love in text messages as well as phone calls.
Correct.
Now we know from Lori Vallow's text to Alex that she went to Social Security on August 12th, correct?
Yes.
And we also had testimony from Social Security about that.
Correct.
But here it is on July 18th of 2018, and she already knows she's going to get money from Social Security.
Correct.
Again, do you see a lot of additional continuing everyday multiple affirmations of their relationship?
I do.
And this email or this report just went through the July 18th where we have that message about the Social Security.
Yes.
Did those affirmations continue on after that?
Yes, they did.
So now that Charles is dead, there's a very open texting and calling relationship between Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell.
Police in Tempe are working to track down whoever is responsible for putting up stickers with images of child porn in public areas. Police say it's mostly happening along the canal from Lakeshore Drive to Vaughn Street, including Country Club Way. They say that similar ones have appeared in Chandler and Mesa. Police say that they are likely made with a home printer, and anyone with information is being asked now to come forward.
On camera, two paratroopers are hurt after parachuting into a baseball stadium. This happened during the pregame ceremony yesterday at High Corbett Field. It was Arizona Baseball Military Appreciation Night. The Tucson Fire Department says they rushed the two paratroopers to the hospital. Arizona Baseball says their thoughts and prayers are with them. Hopefully they make a speedy recovery.
Tonight we are hearing from the family of Emily Pike, the 14-year-old Native American girl who was brutally murdered in February. The murder remains unsolved, and in the months following her death, we have learned more about the hardships she was facing before she ran away from a group home in Mesa in January. Fox 10's Nicole Christine is here now with more on what we've learned about her story this week. Nicole.
Well, Ellen, this sad story just keeps getting sadder. Emily's family says in 2023, she was reportedly sexually assaulted on the San Carlos Apache Reservation. No charges were ever filed by law enforcement, and Emily's paternal aunts and uncles say they want to know why. Now, today I spoke with Carolyn, Trini, and Allred Pike, who say they've been fighting for a better life for Emily for years. Carolyn, who lives in Colorado, says she was even looking into taking Emily in after she found out about the sexual assault and a suicide attempt Emily had gone through at the group home she was staying at in Mesa. It's that group home where Emily was last seen on January 27th. Her body then found a month later, dismembered and put in trash bags along a stretch of US 60 near Globe. The family says they're waiting for answers now in both her homicide investigation and this case of sexual assault.
Why is the tribe staying quiet about this? Why can't someone say something? Why are people only they should be focused on everything that happened to Emily, not just her murder. Yes, her murder and the person that took her life. Yes, of course, that is important. It really is. But she would still be here today if she was not sent to the group home.
Now, the Gila County Sheriff's Office says they were not the lead investigators on the reported sexual assault. They also said there are, at this time, no specific suspects or persons of interest in the murder investigation. And we also reached out to the San Carlos Apache tribe, but have not heard back at this point. Tonight at 9 and 10, we'll have our full story with Emily's family. For now, reporting in studio, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
All right, Nicole, thank you.
An investigation is underway in Surprise where a body has been found at a landfill. Police say an employee discovered the body this morning at the WM Northwest Regional Landfill near 195th Avenue and Deer Valley Road. Now, police have not said whether the remains are those of an adult or a child, and the department is working with the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office right now to identify the person and try to determine the cause of death.
Gears now to Silent Witness Saturday. Detectives are still looking for a car involved in a homicide case that happened over 5 years ago. Danielle Miller speaks with officials about the teen girl hit and killed on the interstate in Buckeye.
Well, good morning, everyone. On this edition of Silent Witness, we are talking about a case that dates back to 2020. It happened in Buckeye, and Sergeant Brian Bauer here to talk about this case, a 16-year-old victim from this case back in 2020.
Yeah, this is a very tragic case. The family, the community out in Buckeye, everybody wants answers, and we're hoping that the community might be able to give us some clarification. There's a lot of speculation about this case on what really led to Anaya Walker's death, but we're looking for that one tip that comes in that can clarify and give detectives a good lead on where to go from this point in their investigation.
And what exactly happened? She was found in a certain location. Was she already deceased, or was she injured, or?
So she was found several days after the incident happened. And again, we're just speculating on exactly what took place. We know that she was hit by a vehicle. We don't know if it was an intentional hitting of the vehicle. We don't know if it was an accidental one and somebody just felt something and continued driving. But her body was found in the median area of I-10 freeway near Watson Road exit out in Buckeye. Investigators blocked off the area. They tried to collect as much evidence as they possibly can. We do have a possible vehicle similar to the pictures that we've provided at Silent Witness. This may or may not be a vehicle that's responsible. We don't know. Again, everything's up in speculation. We're hoping that the community out there might be able to provide that detail on what exactly happened with Anaya Walker.
And that vehicle is what?
The vehicle is a possible 2016, 2018 Honda Civic. We know that the color of the vehicle is a midnight burgundy pearl. That's from the manufacturers themselves, so we know the color, we know the range of the vehicle itself, but again, we don't know if that was the initial incident and she was hit by this vehicle, or if there's something else that might have happened that caused her significant injuries that led to her death. We're asking everybody in the community to reach out to Silent Witness with any tips. Your tips will be anonymous, and you're eligible for a $12,000 reward. Thankfully, City of Buckeye is the one that provided a $10,000 increase in this reward, looking for any information leading to the arrest of the person responsible.
And in that area where she was found, no cameras, no video specifically?
Unfortunately, yeah, there's no cameras, there's no videos, but there might have been vehicles. If one of the viewers might have remembered driving out towards LA or driving into Phoenix from the LA district area, and they might have a camera on their car or on their motorcycle, anything will help providing any kind of clarification to what might have led up to this, as well as what may have came before the accident happened or the collision or whatever took place, as well as after. So if you might have seen a vehicle speeding away from the area at a high rate of speed, that may be an indicator that detectives can go off of and, again, lead to finding out who's responsible.
And Silent Witness, as well as Buckeye Police Department, you guys are continuing to try to raise awareness about this case, and there's an upcoming event that they're hosting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Buckeye Police are hosting, in conjunction with Silent Witness, a press conference on Monday over at the gravesite of Anaya Walker. This would be her 21st birthday if she was still alive with us today. Again, this is a very tragic situation, the loss of a 16-year-old. This is uncalled for. We need to find answers. We need to figure out what exactly took place on May 22nd, 2020.
Awesome. Sergeant, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah, and if you guys have any information on this case, as always, you're asked to call Silent Witness. We'll send it back to you guys.
Turning now to new details in the arrest of a Valley teacher accused of engaging in sexual acts with at least 3 students.
Yeah, he made his first appearance in court this morning. His name, Eric Chapman, being held on a $250,000 bond. During the hearing, a prosecutor for the Maricopa County Attorney's Office said 2 of the victims are current students. 1 is a former student. The youngest victim, 16 years old. Prosecutors say the crimes happened on campus and in Chapman's car.
Concerning to the state is that when law enforcement interviewed the suspect, he admitted to sexual acts happening as recently as last week.
Investigators also found more than 100 files of child sexual abuse material on his phone and computer, including photos of nude males as young as 7. On Chapman's LinkedIn account, he says he is employed by Cortez High School. There is an Eric Chapman listed on the Cortez High School website as well, but we are still working to confirm that he was working there at the time of his arrest.
An ex-con with a violent criminal past is back behind bars after police say he attacked a man on the Phoenix streets unprovoked. We do want to warn you that the details are very graphic. Officers say 39-year-old Daniel Lanks went up behind the victim on Friday near 48th Street and Broadway and ripped out his right eyeball with his hands. Lanks is then accused of punching the man and fracturing his jaw. Police captured Lanks on Monday near 23rd Avenue in Dunlap. Records show he was arrested in March on charges of aggravated assault and organized retail theft. He was released from custody a week ago on his own recognizance. Lanks is now facing a new felony count of aggravated assault, and a judge set bond at $500,000.
The Department of Homeland Security is investigating Arizona's voter rolls to verify U.S. citizenship. Fox News reports that all 15 counties will take part. A conservative nonprofit with ties to the Trump White House sued the state to make it happen, and it confirms what Maricopa County Recorder Justin Heap said last month. It comes after several investigations costing taxpayers millions of dollars found no election fraud.